Hi there, this is my RPJ2, and I will be talking about how I taught a student how to read at my placement, which was really exciting. Basically, I'm going to give you some background information and then go into the goals and the other things that I would do and actions that I would take for next time. So really and truly, this is actually a good RPJ. I don't really have any negative situations, which is good at placement to talk about in my second RPJ. So I'm going to discuss something that's positive. So basically, I have a student who is Down syndrome, and they didn't know how to read, which was really, really challenging. But as time has gone on, I've repetitively taught the student the specific book and made sounds and stuff like that while using the book and reading the book to the specific student. So while doing that, I then taught him kind of words and actions to go along with the book so that he remembers the story, which has really, really worked. And I think that the actions of the book have helped him the most. It's really, really exciting to see that I have made an impact on a student in a placement experience, because I am going into the workplace very, very shortly. Basically, the student, the teacher of the class actually was the one to tell me and address with me the fact that I taught the student how to read. One day they came into class and the student was reading this book by themselves, and they were like, who taught this child how to read? Like, it wasn't me. They checked with the other EA, it wasn't them. So then it came to sense that it was me, which was really nice that they addressed it with me, told me about it, and were so ecstatic about it. It was really, really nice. So basically, the experience was phenomenal. I cannot even say anything more than that. I think it was the best experience that I've experienced so far on placement, and even outside of working with my other jobs that I do outside of school. On this day, it was it was about a 6-week span that I would do 3 pages and then extend it to 6 pages. And this book was only 8 pages long, and 3 words. But it's the fact that the student now can read this book off by heart with using the motions, but the student will only read the book to the class when I'm there, and that they can sit next to me so they feel a bit more comfortable. And obviously that the fact that I'm there to address if they mess up, and it's also more like a comfort blanket. Some goals that I had during placement were I wanted to take initiative, and I wanted to feel like I made a difference being there, because everybody can go on placement and everybody can do a good job. That's simple, because that's what we're all good to do. We all love what we're doing, and I think that if you want to stand out, you need to really, really stand out. And that was one of my main goals going into placement, was the fact that I wanted my students to feel comfortable with me. I wanted to grow relationships, and I wanted to do something that I could say in the end of the day, like, wow, like I really made a change, or I really made an impact in this student's life, or anything like that. So some of my goals I had for myself were taking initiative and, building my confidence with them, not second guessing myself, and pushing my student to the limit of the fact that I knew that they could do it. So some things that I would work in the future is taking more time with them, not rushing it, maybe picking a harder book instead of the 3 words, going to the 4 words next time. But it was all a first experience for me as well. Like, it was something that I had never done before. So it was really nice to see that I had already made such a big difference. So that was really, really nice. Especially because with this job, it comes a lot of negative stuff too. So to see something so positive and so rewarding really, really made me know that this is what I wanted to do, considering I'm just about to graduate. I'm already supplying. It was just very, very nice to see that I've gotten to where I have, and that my students trust me and rely on me, and I've built relationships. Some actions that I would take like next time for sure would be, like I said, picking another book that's maybe 4 letters or 5 letters, maybe challenging them to the book for 2 weeks and then going on and extending it to another book, just because I don't want them to stick on one book, get too comfortable with it, and it gets to the point where they're memorizing it. I want them to actually know how to read. I wouldn't do anything different when it comes to me teaching them how to read, because clearly it worked. So using using actions with the words, repeating the pages, whatever it took, is what I would continue doing, for next time. But other than that, I would say that it was honestly one of the best experiences I've ever had. And like I said, like, through school we learned how to, teach children with learning disabilities. We learn how to teach people with challenging behaviors. And I think that all the things that I learned throughout this program so far is something that I will definitely, well, I now use when I'm supplying. And I've used so many strategies while I've been supplying, and I'm seeing all the different changes in myself and how much I've learned and how much I've experienced and what I've seen. And I think that placement is honestly the best thing that you could do while being in school, because it shows you so much stuff and you learn so much being more hands-on. Supplying, of course, is scary, but like I said, what I've learned in placement, I do use, and I will be using even more going into the workplace. So other than that, like I said, my actions will be to improve myself, and especially like push my students more, get to know my students a little bit more so that I know where their levels are, so that I don't scare them. But I push them enough because I know that they can do it, because I want them to succeed and I want them to know that they're gonna be successful. So other than that, I think that this RPJ is really nice because I don't have anything negative to say, and I don't have any negative situations. I've only had that one, which was my RPJ 1, and now I have this great, rewarding story to tell. So I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. You probably didn't get the thrill like I did because you weren't teaching them, but I hope that you are seeing as a professor that you guys are doing a great job teaching us and training us in the profession that we are. Okay, take care. Bye.